Alright, welcome. Got another tabletop knife review for all you guys out there. This is going to be on a few of my SOG knives. Got a couple others that are not displayed here, but I've showed them in other videos, so you can check those out if you want. They include like the SOG Trident large folder, SOG Twitch 1, etc., etc. But this video is going to be on the Pentagon Elite 1, the SOG SEAL Team Elite, and the SOG Jungle Primitive. So, let's get started with the Pentagon Elite. This is one of their larger folding blades. It's got a 4-inch blade on it, VG10 stainless steel blade. It's a one-handed open, and it's got an ambidextrous thumb stud as well as their ambi arc lock. When you depress this, kind of just falls down in there, so really easy to operate one-handed. You know, you can just flick it out, it comes out very easily, very smooth operation. Nice weight on the knife too, it's only about 4.3 ounces. So, you know, for the blade that you're getting, 4-inch blade, only weighing 4.3 ounces, very impressive, especially considering the durability and the strength of the folding mechanism within this knife. It's a tip-up carry, and it is reversible. It's not a tip-down carry knife, however, because the blade does kind of just, it comes out very easily. You know, it doesn't lock closed, and there's not much friction at all stopping this blade from coming out. I mean, you can actually flick the blade open without even using the thumb studs, just by snapping your wrist. So, as far as the carry methods go, it is just for tip-up carry, but left and right side, so it still has its versatility there. It's got a spear point blade. It's partially serrated, bead blasted as far as the finish goes. Uses a black Zytel handle with stainless steel liners. So if you guys can kind of see what's going on in there. You know, there's not much to it, which is great. That's what makes this knife so lightweight. So absolutely love this blade. Again, for a 4-inch blade with the dagger type point, just very cool. The partial serrations, so if the blade goes dull, you can still cut through just about anything with serrations. I am a fan. Because of that exact reason. If you do have a dull knife, which I hope you don't, the serrations will still do you justice. So it also has a lanyard hole on the back there, and a good grip as far as the texturizing goes. I think it could be a little more aggressive. It's you know, it's kind of smooth, but the jimping on the back isn't too bad. You know, again, could be a little more aggressive, but not bad. Not enough to deter me from purchasing this knife. I just thought that, you know, for a 4-inch folder, having a weight of only, you know, about 4.3 ounces is incredible, especially when you're talking about the quality involved with these SOG knives. Again, that was the Pentagon Elite 1. It's another version out there. You can check that out on SOGKnives.com. Next up, we got one of my favorites, the SOG SEAL Team Elite. And this is just one of their fighting blades, kind of like, you know, to give it you some perspective, it's like the K-bar fighting utility knife. The blade's 7 inches by about 1/4 inch, AUS 8 steel. The overall length of the blade is a little over a foot. It's like 12.3 inches. Good weight behind the knife, 10.3 ounces. Got a partial serration, the rest is a plain blade. GRN handle, black hardened finish on the blade, the TINI finish, TINI finish. It comes with a nylon sheath. You can also get a Kydex sheath from SOGKnives.com. They make, you know, both varieties. The nice thing about the nylon sheath, that's actually strapped to my Falcon 2 Maxpedition pack that you'll see in a later review, but it's similar to this one, which is the SOG Jungle Primitive sheath, whereas it has an external sheath on the sheath itself. Wow, how many times can I say sheath in one sentence, right? Anyway, but you can put a small folder in there, a flashlight, or whatever it may be, you know, a lighter, or, you know, a sharpening stone. So you got some options. I like that. And that's Velcro enclosure, as well as the SEAL Team Elite's case. This is Velcro enclosure. The Jungle Primitive has a snap for the main blade, whereas the SEAL Team Elite has another Velcro enclosure for the blade. Also, the nice thing about the SEAL Team's nylon sheath is that it has MOLLE webbing on the back with a snap system. So again, that's rigged up to my Falcon 2 right now, and I'm loving it. It's in a great spot. So I mean, it's subject to change. I'm going to be putting another Maxpedition bottle holder on the other side. When that comes, right now I just have the 10x4 on the right side of the pack, and when the 12x5 gets here, that's for my Jetboil system and components. That'll go on the other side, and I might strap the SOG SEAL Team Elite knife to the outside of that. But love the capability and versatility as far as mounting that knife. You can put it on a drop-down thigh rig, which I also have by 511. It's just a field of nylon webbing where you could put, a pistol holster on there. You could put a knife holster, flashlight sheath, baton sheath, extra magazine pouches, whatever you may want. It's just a, section of MOLLE webbing, and you can customize it yourself. So I've also used the knife on there before with a pistol holster, so that was a pretty nice setup. And then you can also put your flashlight in the outside of the SEAL Team sheath. So a lot of capability with that knife. Has a full tang. The blade comes through to the back there. You can see that piece right there on the bottom. Nice size lanyard hole there. Really nice grip on this. This is the GRN handle. This is a little more aggressive as far as the jimping goes and the texturizing than the Pentagon Elite. But also on the back you can see it's got full jimping all the way down there. You can notch with this blade too. Really nice grind on here, really nice finish as well, extremely wear and corrosion resistant. So that's another lifetime knife. It'll last you a very long time if you take care of it. Again, that's one of my favorites right there. That's the SOG SEAL Team Elite. 7-inch blade on that monster. Absolutely awesome blade. Above it, one of its bigger brothers, you have the SOG Jungle Primitive. That's in their Fusion line, and that is their Bowie knife. It's a 9.5-inch blade. Okay, monster blade on that. It's got a limb saw on the back, partial serration. I believe it's a Creighton handle. The blade type, or the steel used, is a 3CR13 steel. The overall length of the blade is 15.3 inches. Good weight to it as well, about 14 ounces, so you get some good momentum built up when you need to use it as a chopper, whether it be clearing brush out of your way to make a path when you're hiking, or chopping wood, or whatever you may need it to do, taking down a sapling or whatever it may be. Again, on the back is a limb saw. You can't use that for any kind of heavy duty saw tasks, but for a limb saw it works pretty well. I typically don't use it, but it's there. It's nice to have the capability, absolutely. And also on the back side of the blade, towards the end here, it kind of bells out to give you a place to bang on it with like a log or something if you need to split wood, as well as some really aggressive thumb jimping. You can just see that. I mean, that's, your thumb's not going anywhere, especially if you got a glove on. It really digs in nicely to that. So nice Creighton handle on there. This is their Digi Grip, I believe they call it. Not very aggressive. It's nothing sexy, but it's decent. That's all. I'm just going to leave it at that. It's decent. Also some finger grooves down here. Lanyard holes on the top and bottom of the blade. It's a full tang. It's got kind of a crusher / smasher tool on the bottom there. Since the blade protrudes down, they've decided to do something with it. You can also use this as a hammer. This is the SEAL Team Elite. Again, it's a full tang, so you can use that piece of metal there, to smash and crush things, or use it as a hammer, or whatever you need. But yeah, the SOG knives are very impressive. They really are. They put a lot of time and effort into them. They really don't have any cheapo knives. A lot of companies, to name a few, like Gerber, Spyderco, Kershaw, they all make their lower end knives, to meet a larger consumer radius. So, in doing that, they compromise some of their integrity. But, for the people that are real knife enthusiasts, or even just, generally knowledgeable about it, they understand that those companies, just because they put out lower quality knives, does not mean they don't also have some great quality knives. So keep that in mind when you're looking at different knife makers and making your choices. But SOG is one of my favorite right now. Between them and Zero Tolerance, K-Bar, I got a few Spydercos as well. But I think if I were to choose my top 3 brands right now, it would be the Zero Tolerance line by Kershaw as 1, SOG as 2, and K-Bar coming in a close 3rd, if not tied with the SOG knives. I'll be doing a K-Bar review for you next, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for all the support, guys. Keep those comments coming. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next vid.